Hey guys, Aaron here from GCM Racing. What we're going to do today is take apart my diffs and my transmission for my Honcho. After we did the review video, a lot of guys were saying that they wanted to see what the effect of the white lithium grease had. Well, I've got to change some bearings, I think, and just on the out drives, and I'm kind of curious myself. So what we're going to do is I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit what we're going to do today, and then I'll strip some stuff off, each of the axles and the transmission, and we'll start putting on some parts. So obviously, you know, we have your front axle, your transmission, your rear axle. What we're going to try with the Honcho is we're going to go to a droop setup for a little bit and see how we like that, see how badly things turn out. If it, you know, we've run a lot of trucks droop before, and we seem to have liked it and enjoyed what the capabilities were, so, you know, why not try it again? Secondly, what we're going to do is we're going to put on this front servo plate with a 4-link. This is actually one of the many original GCM products for the AX10. And so we actually found this lying around and said, hey, why not? And so I'm going to benefit greatly from this, and I don't mind one bit. And thirdly, we're going to put on these steel drive shafts from Extra Speed. I have no idea where Chris found these, but they are heavy, and they'll probably launch every single gear I have in my transmission and my axles. So, but we'll see what we can do and go from there. So that's what's going to go on. We're going to probably leave you for a little bit here, pause the video, do whatever, and I'm going to strip some stuff down, and we'll once we are ready to crack things open, we'll crack these guys open and show you how good we believe in this lithium grease. Alright guys, so as you can see by this little pile of parts, I have neatly organized, because I'm obsessive compulsive about things around me, that I've got all the extras off the axles. And so all it comes down to is needing to crack things. And I don't know if I'm ready to do this, because this thing has gone untouched for years and has been reliable day in and day out. So we'll see what happens, see what we discover. I know I discovered one little thing, this little piece of grass. I don't know if you guys can see that a whole lot, but that one piece of grass was wrapped around one of my rear axles, and that's probably been on there for a good 4 years anyways. It's nice and brittle and greasy, and that's a good thing. So anyways, so here we go. So we're going to start with the front axle, and we're just going to pop it off. So you can see here that there's not a whole lot of grease left. It's been well used. It's well worked into the gears. It's well worked into the locker. And, you know, these are still the original lockers out of the SCX10 kit. So I don't know if you can see it a whole lot, but there's a little bit of sand in there, just from the me not sealing up the top holes when I built this thing. But other than that, like, there's no metal shards in there that I can see. So that's just testament to the use of grease, you know, and that's your front axle. So we'll move on to the transmission. Now this is what I'm really concerned about, because this has gone untouched, and it's been whisper quiet ever since. And so when I crack this, I'm hoping I'm not going to kind of go backwards in what I was doing, because this thing just that great. And here we go. So you can kind of see here, nice and clean, all plastic gears, and there's nothing wrong with any of those. So they've worn through the grease probably a little while ago, but what I'm going to do is, as soon as I go to put check all the bearings in this and put her back together, I'm going to pack her again with grease. Can't say enough. Then we move on to my rear axle. So here we go. There we go. Same thing. Grease. There's a little bit of sand in there, but it's completely kept away from all the gears, your main pinion, and your main everything. It's just all kept away. And the bearings, the outer bearings, I can see one I'm definitely going to have to replace. The other one's not too badly. But there you go. Grease keeps things clean, keeps things quiet, and keeps things durable. So here we go. So that's after the complete and total teardown. And I'm going to start putting things back together, and as soon as we get to something new and exciting, we'll start back up and I'll show you. There you go, boys. Alrighty guys, so I've got the rear drive shaft done. You can see there's the new, rear axle done. See the new drive shaft on there. I've got it all re-greased as per our current specifications, and she's smooth as butter. And so I've cleaned everything. I've cleaned all the junk out. I've plugged these top holes, as you can hopefully see a little bit there. Being as I didn't do that before, I figured, hey, why not do it now? There wasn't a whole lot of sand in there, but you never know what I'm going to run into in the future here. So that's the rear axle done. Now, I've just cleaned up the front axle, so I've cleaned up all your out drives. I've cleaned out all the little sands. I've reinstalled my my ring gear, well, with the locker and everything. It's still got a little bit of the old grease on it, but what I'm going to do is I got white lithium grease in this little syringe here. It keeps my hands somewhat clean for the time being. And so this is what I do, is I just go around the pinion gear. Let's see if I can do this while not getting totally messy. And then gob it right on there. So like that. And so what I do is I just turn it a little more. Oh, there we go. Turn it a little bit more. And then I goober all over again. So you have a good heavy application of this white lithium grease. And it can be bought anywhere, wherever you are. Go to an automotive store, get this stuff. It really keeps things quiet, keeps things lubed, keeps the bad stuff out too, if that's any motivation as well. So there you go. So she's all the way around. She's well greased. I'm not going to do as much in the transmission, but I'm going to give it a little shot anyways, just to keep the lubrication up in there, keep the quietness going on, and that's it for now. Okay guys, so now she's done. So we took her all down, greased her up, put those steel drive shafts on, created a 4-link in the front with that truss plate. You can barely see it now, and this thing is slammed right to the ground. There is nowhere left to go. There's a little bit of preload in the front, but that's due to the servo hitting the bottom of the battery plate. So that's basically where it's going to sit. One thing we noticed that we have to do is we got to take off a little bit of my front bumper. We're getting some tire rub there, and that's going to end up frustrating me more than anything. So there you go, guys. So she's down, slammed, ready to hit the trails again this summer as soon as it finally gets here, because there's still snow around, and we'll see where it takes us. So take care, guys.